did reviews for Death Stranding come out or some shit? Or what? I'm not really. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing that shit on PS4. I'll wait for PC games. Yo, what up, Anton? There's a Blizzard stream up? What are they showing? Are they showing anything? Like, what are they showing? Are they gonna finally review Diablo? Dude, what the fuck? But this thing's just fuck lit up. Holy shit. I can stream the actual shit. I love how I just don't have a team. Give me that. Fuck off me. Yo, this Annie is actual shit. This Annie is actual garbage. What the fuck was that? Like... shit out of him. Sadly, my mid laner is just outclassed. is she mid by herself? Nice try. My man Fiddlesticks just ran in there and entered. No ultimate, nothing. He just ran right into it. Right into them and died. Had he just waited, we would have killed him, but this mid laner is just outclassed. If that mid laner just wasn't, if that mid laner was like at least decent, we could have probably won that. What happened to my mouse cursor? Damn, how is that even possible?
passion for Blizzard games. So once again, BlizzCon has brought us together, and today you're going to see a lot of the hard work of the Blizzard team.
Man, Blizzard's whack, bro.
can't hide, no, you can't hide. No matter where you go, well, there you are. You can't run from yourself, there you are. You can't run, no. You can't run, no. Thank God Almighty, no. Anyway, go see. No matter where you turn, well,
Bro, everybody's restreaming fucking TwitchCon or whatever the hell that's just called, BlizzCon. So after this game, I'll probably stream it myself. Ba, 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 ba.
Trying to hold back this feeling. Trying to hold back this feeling.
Hey, shut up, you pussy up. I took your amulet room, boy. Dark reading, powered up room, boy. You're right, just shut up, took off your face room, boy.
Hey, Nagario, thanks for the 10, yeah? isn't Final Fantasy, and this is a prime example of why I would much rather just play that. You have to rely on idiot teammates. Look at this guy. This guy's literally running it down bot because I wouldn't go suicide top lane for him. Pretty much. That's what he was asking me to do. Hey, come top lane and come suicide. Because I'm getting shitted on. Meanwhile, we're shitting on the rest of the map. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what, like... So he just killed himself.
It's not
ass game, man. I'm getting destroyed, and I'm still alive somehow. Like, I don't understand, like, people like this piece of shit right here, bro, and I guarantee you he won't get banned. Actual piece of fucking shit. And he won't get banned. But because I said I typed some stuff, I might get banned. Like, that's insane.
When I'm alone, she calls me on the telephone.
Insane.
She's my baby love. She's my baby love. Alright. She's my baby love. Making love feels so nice. She never leaves until we do it twice. Ooh. I like the way she makes me feel, screams of passion, lets me know it's real, my baby love. She's my baby love. Oh, sugar, let me hold you. Oh, baby, come on, come on.
Piece of shit. What an actual piece of shit. And these clowns keep voting no, like, it's insane.
Kiss me back. I love being your secret lover. I can't stand to see you go. When you're away, my heart's feeling low. I can't wait till you come back over. We'll make love over and over and over and over. My baby, she's my baby love. Oh, babe, in the morning, in the new holding hands, in the afternoon, in the evening friends. She's my baby love. Love her. Hold her. Squeeze her. Tease her. All night. Feels so right, yeah. Although it's wrong. Come on. Till the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Ooh. Don't stop. Don't stop. I can't stand to see you go. When you're away, my heart's feeling low. I can't wait till you come back over. We'll make love over and over and over and over. My baby love. She's my baby love. Oh, babe. Holding hands, such good friends. She's my baby love. I love her. Hold her, squeeze her, tease her.
Almost killed him. My team just jerking off.
Feels so right, although it's wrong. Come on. Till the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Ooh. Don't stop. Don't stop. Can you feel? Can you feel? Can you feel what I feel?
Overwatch 2's got review. I'll check it out after this game. I'm definitely not playing this shit anymore after this. Like, this shit's a joke. Whatever. Let them in, please. God damn, I'm out of here, bro. Yeah, GG well played. Yeah. Very GG. Imagine trolling in a video game, like, to find meaning, to have a purpose. Like, that's insane. Imagine playing League of Legends, but like playing top lane and relying on the jungler to actually play the game for you. What's the 725? What's that? I don't know what weapon that is.
Fun. Now, you might have also noticed the heroes all have a new look to them. Every one of the 31 heroes, plus more, are getting an upgraded look to them. And there's a really awesome panel that's going to happen tomorrow on Saturday in here that is going to go through all of the engine upgrades that are coming to Overwatch 2 and all of the new looks and explanation of the new art style that I'm really excited about. Now, Overwatch and Overwatch 2 at their core are all about heroes, And we know that we cannot make a brand new Overwatch game without having new heroes. So Overwatch 2, in addition to featuring Sojourn, who we are not talking about today, besides just confirming that she is here, Overwatch 2 will feature multiple new heroes that will come with the game. And we're very excited about that. Now, a lot of you have questions, like, why a sequel? Or what does that mean to me as a player of the original game? I put so much time into this game, I cared about it so much. Well, we thought about it, and for us as gamers, you know, sequels make us nervous more than anything else. So what we're hoping to do with Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means. And I think some explanation is in order right now. So for all original players of Overwatch, players of the current Overwatch game, you will get to play on all of the same maps as Overwatch 2 players.
Yeah, I've used that
including
gun in the beta.
all of the brand new maps that are coming to Overwatch 2. And you will get to play with all of the same heroes as Overwatch 2 players. It will be a shared multiplayer environment where no one gets left behind. The other thing that I think a lot of us are thinking about is all of those cool accomplishments and cosmetics that we've been unlocking over the years. You know, how hard did you work for your Witch Mercy skin, for example? We want to make sure that all Overwatch cosmetics come forward with you into Overwatch 2, so all of your progress matters, nothing's getting left behind, no one's getting left behind. We worked so hard to build this community of over 50 million players at this point. The last thing we would ever do is do anything to split what an amazing community you guys are and how much you mean to us. So Overwatch 2 is going to be amazing. We have a panel right here on this stage at 1:30 where we're going to go into a lot more detail. Now, it's time for BlizzCon. I'm staring, you know, straight down the aisle at those beautiful machines with Diablo 4 loaded on them. We've got World of Warcraft Shadowlands. We've got Hearthstone Battlegrounds. We've got 2 different Overwatch 2 demos. I just want you all to remember how much we all mean to each other, be good to each other, enjoy each other this weekend. Now let's go play some video games. Have fun, everybody.
This concludes our opening ceremonies. Mythic Stage's panel presentations resume shortly with Diablo 4 unveiled. Have a great BlizzCon.
guide us back to the land of the living when we pull.
So, floors, and we couldn't be more excited to announce.
Continue.
Edgy this year.
Please welcome Game Director of Overwatch, Jeff Kaplan.
What y'all doing? You having fun? BlizzCon is so edgy this year. From
Turned me off. He turned me off, man. I'm gonna have to fast forward that. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to hear you talking.
Sure. The women.
I can't front. Just.
This is your captain speaking. We are on final approach to Paris.
That's our cue.
You may now power on your electronic devices. Weather is mostly cloudy, with a 100% chance of null sector invasion. Winston, clear as a spot to land. We'll be right behind you.
You better be.
Why is null sector attacking now?
I don't know, May. But the people down there need help. And right now, we are all they've got. Bonjour, officer. We're here to help.
C'était un singe?
Good work, May.
Thanks. Watch your back.
This game should have been PvE from the very beginning. The main focus for this game was because of the way they were building it up, world building. It should have just been PvE from the very beginning. PvE should have been the main focus.
Take cover!
And then make it into a BR game. There you go. And then force the competitive scene, right? Imagine Apex Legends, but you're playing with Overwatch characters. That sounds fucking god. That sounds way better than Overwatch. Think about that. That sounds way better than Overwatch. If you have the characters, you make 3-man squad. You got the McCree, the Genji, but everybody has to have the same movement options. So then it wouldn't be the same.
Out of here. I'll hold the line.
But you said to stick together.
Don't worry. I'll be right behind you.
You'd better be.
What?
Hey, Shinnok, you pussy up, man. Took your amulet room by dark reading, powered up room by. You're right. Shut up, kick off your face, room by.
Yo, fuck Overwatch.
Overwatch is whatever. Oh shit, they gave him a hoodie. Why is it whenever you're trying to like... Why they always just gotta strap on the hoodie? On that's the new character design. He got a hoodie now. Why isn't he using his barrier? Because he's not in Overwatch ranked.
in the fight. Interlock shield. How are we going
There
to
you go.
stop
That's
this thing?
Overwatch right there. You notice how everybody was like, "Oh, shoot up." She got a shield too, obviously. Where the shields at?
Come on.
Carrying man hard. Genji can only carry man hard for very short periods of time. So it's pretty accurate. He could carry for that one slash. That was like 2 seconds. And then the thing he did before, another 2 seconds. But all the rest of that time, he's pretty useless.
Oh, everyone, this is May. Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Reinhardt.
Good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy? But we always feel like our games speak for themselves, so let's take a look at the gameplay and then we'll talk.
We're being overrun. Null sector is everywhere. I'll hold them as long as I can.
What are you doing here? It's happening again.
Paris was just the beginning. This is a global invasion.
So, how's Overwatch enjoying our city?
It's beautiful, except for all the killer robots.
Look up there. That's the command ship.
Then we know what we have to do.
Oh, yeah.
You're with me. We're getting aboard that ship. I knew you would return one day.
It has been too long, Master. I can't do this.
You've made your choice. Nobody will stop us. Trouble is cropping up all over the world. It's not just Null Sector.
A lot of lives are riding on what we do next.
We'll have to fight. One city at a time.
Let's get them, Brigitte.
I've got you, Papa.
Watching your back.
Now that's teamwork.
Time to learn some new tricks. Hey, chill out.
Hammer strike! Do not worry. I will push it. Okay.
For like the competitive mode, PvP,
I am good at pushing things.
they should just eliminate that game mode. The 2 capture point shit. Please just eliminate that, please. The game instantly becomes better if you just get rid of that game mode.
Sojourn here.
I actually have fun playing the game when we're doing payload, even King of the Hill. Even though I just think, or like the hybrid shit. But 2 CP's never fun. That shit's whack.
Oh, we are going to have so much fun. It is going to be so awesome. So, we have a lot to talk about, right? First and foremost, you have to remember that Overwatch is a team versus team 6v6 competitive experience. And there is no way we're losing that at all. In fact, that's a huge focus. So Overwatch 2 will have a brand new core competitive game mode called Push. Now, what I mean when I say core is that you will play this in quick play, it will be played in competitive, and it will also be played by the Overwatch League. So we're really excited to finally add a new core game mode. Now, we want everybody here today to have a chance to play it and tell us how awesome and balanced it is. So you can play on a brand new map, which takes place in Toronto, our first Canadian map.
On?
It's over in Hall A, so we invite you to come play the demo. We think it'll be awesome. Now, when I talk to lots of you, there's a common request that you want out of Overwatch, and Overwatch 2 is going to deliver on this. And that's for more story
right now?
and for PvE, for cooperative experiences.
Yeah, I'm not even interested in the gameplay.
Overwatch 2 will feature a ton of PvE content. We will have a complete story experience featuring story missions, the first of which is called Rio de Janeiro, is also playable in Hall A for all of you today. Cannot wait to hear what you think about it. In addition, as you saw, we have something called hero missions, which hero missions are focused on highly replayable cooperative experience. The analogy we like to use on the team is similar to what adventure mode is to Diablo versus its campaign. That's what hero missions are intended to be. And they're powered by this really cool progression system where you can level up your heroes, get more powerful, customize your abilities, do different talents. It's going to be a ton of fun. Now, you might have also noticed the heroes all have a new look to them. Every one of the 31 heroes, plus more, are getting an upgraded look to them. And there's a really awesome panel that's going to happen tomorrow on Saturday in here that is going to go through all of the engine upgrades that are coming to Overwatch 2 and all of the new looks and explanation of the new art style that I'm really excited about. Now, Overwatch and Overwatch 2 at their core are all about heroes, and we know that we cannot make a brand new Overwatch game without having new heroes. So Overwatch 2, in addition to featuring Sojourn, who we are not talking about today, besides just confirming that she is here, Overwatch 2 will feature multiple new heroes that will come with the game, and we're very excited about that. Now, a lot of you have questions, like why a sequel? Or what does that mean to me as a player of the original game? I put so much time into this game, I cared about it so much. Well, we thought about it, and for us as gamers, you know, sequels make us nervous more than anything else. So what we're hoping to do with Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means. And I think some explanation is in order right now. So for all original players of Overwatch, players of the current Overwatch game, you will get to play on all of the same maps as Overwatch 2 players, including all of the brand new maps that are coming to Overwatch 2. And you will get to play with all of the same heroes as Overwatch 2 players. It will be a shared multiplayer environment where no one gets left behind. The other thing that I think a lot of us are thinking about is all of those cool accomplishments and cosmetics that we've been unlocking over the years. You know, how hard did you work for your Witch Mercy skin, for example? We want to make sure that all Overwatch cosmetics come forward with you into Overwatch 2, so all of your progress matters. Nothing's getting left behind. No one's getting left behind. We worked so hard to build this community of over 50 million players at this point. The last thing we would ever do is do anything to split what an amazing community you guys are and how much you mean to us. So Overwatch 2 is going to be amazing. We have a panel right here on this stage at 1:30 where we're going to go into a lot more detail. Now, it's time for BlizzCon. I'm staring, straight down the aisle at those beautiful machines with Diablo 4 loaded on them. We've got World of Warcraft Shadowlands. We've got Hearthstone Battlegrounds. We've got 2 different Overwatch 2 demos. I just want you all to remember how much we all mean to each other, be good to each other, enjoy each other this weekend. Now let's go play some video games. Have fun, everybody.
This concludes our opening ceremonies. Mythic Stage's panel presentations resume shortly with Diablo 4 Unveiled. Have a great BlizzCon.
What else did they show?
Demonstrating it this morning.
By 3 they come, by 3 thy way opens, by the blood of them willing. Hail, hail the Creator. Hail the daughter of... Oh no, no.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is forbidden. This is a summoning. I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me! We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or...
Diablo 4 stream? Where's that? Where's that?
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is brought to darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred ways.
it's not just the appearance. Customization is at the core of Diablo. What I mean with that is
your eyes.
Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light.
There is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender. Speak the words. Call her home.
By 3, they come. By 3, thy way opens. By the blood of the willing, we call thee home. Hail, daughter of hatred. Creator of sanctuary. Hail.
Blessed Mother, save us.
How do you feel now, loser? Remember when you was prime?
It's the No Name Show. Patrice O'Neal ripping it up in studios at Cobb's all weekend. Make sure you go.
Hold on, let's check this out. It's more interesting than this whack shit. Bro, get out of here. What the fuck is this? Why are there so many windows? I wanna just watch this. Wait, what the fuck?
How do you feel now, loser? Remember when you was prime?
Why is this shit like this? How do I fix this? How did I do that? Whatever. Shit's awkward.
It's the No Name Show. Patrice O'Neal ripping it up in studios at Cobb's all weekend. Make sure you go support him. Patrice, you got a lot of stuff going on, dude. Professor Whiteness and stuff. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah.
When?
What do you mean when?
Oh, is this music sounds like get out of the room music?
No, we're just rocking up, man. Yeah. See you, Patrice. We'll talk about it after the show.
It just got louder.
We're going to go to Matt's house and talk about it with his wife. Come on, man. Get out of here. No, we're still doing the radio show.
Well, my show is called Patrice O'Neal's Guide to White People.
Yeah.
Hopefully Comedy Central will pick it up.
They better, man.
And all it is, basically, is I think white people have had a bad rap. And my character in the show teaches others from other countries and people in this country that this is white man's world. And I'm going to teach you things on how to get along with them.
Beautiful.
Because I've been fighting with white people my whole life. So the best way to know is know your enemy. And I'm pretty good at knowing white people. So I'm just going to go and make sure you understand the music, what passive aggression is. It's very important.
Yeah.
You cannot meet passive aggression with aggression.
What does white people music? What does it mean?
You know what? It's like music that means things to them. Like for instance, I love quote unquote white people music. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hip hop
I hear you.
is black people music.
Yeah.
But not just rock and roll, but like, okay, here's a couple of things I didn't know. I didn't know Neil Young was such a beloved white figure in music. He's beloved. And he should be investigated, and people should know, like black folks and any other should know how important Neil Young is as a artist to white people, and how important the song "Creep" is.
Oh my God!
And
don't you say anything bad about that.
The magic of this song "Creep." It's when I heard it, I'm like, oh, it's a good song. And then I seen videos, and it's mesmerizing to white people. They start floating. I'm a creep. I'm a loose.
There we go,
dude.
It just comes on when you talk about it.
I'm telling you, 7 people just crashed into the bay just now. They pulled over to cry or jump in the water.
It's like the sensitive side of white man.
But it's something about this song. It digs deep to this loserdom
that all white people have.
That white people have this innate thing where they want to feel bad. That's why they voted for Barack. It's just like, I'm a creep. I didn't own slaves, but I'm a weirdo. And I'm gonna tell you the part too that I learned is very important to white folks. I'm telling you, I've been studying. I study, man. It's not this is this feels good.
Yeah.
I wish I was special. You're so effing special.
Yeah.
That's whatever that little part is. That digs into white people's soul. That part, it does something to you. Look at him, he's crying. He's standing up straight. No name, I'm telling you, my show is not about trashing white folks. It's about understanding. I think white people don't get enough understanding. We need to understand.
That was Patrice O'Neal dissecting Radiohead's Creep.
Creep means, let me tell you something how important that song is. At least 7 big-time bands have did a remake of Creep. As if it's from the 1920s. It's just from 1993, and other bands with bigger names have done a cover of this song. It means something. People should know this.
Thank you.
I'm learning a lot about my white self just from hanging out with Patrice O'Neal this morning. Patrice, thanks for
when you were here before. Couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
I can play Neo? How can I play Neo? This is just a PS4 beta, that's it? Just need to have an online subscription? There's some shit I saw here this is an interview of his. It's fucking hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. It's not this one. This one's funny too. This one's funny too, but there's another one. Oh, there you go.
So, next up on the chopping block, XM satellite radio DJs Opie and Anthony. They're under fire now for airing joking comments about raping Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house after the Imus debacle? With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio, and also our favorite stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neal. Patrice, are O&A next?
I hope not. I wish JV and Elvis didn't lose their job or Imus. It's funny. This is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot. But your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe. But I'm trying to make fun of. I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
Sonia?
You know, what's happening now is the marketplace is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
Is this the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or are you speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Opie because they were just so outrageous, and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now people in this country...
Do you think they were trying to be funny?
Tired. You know what? I don't care if they were trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was hilarious.
When you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious. It's called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant. And anybody who read it laughed because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fire.
Have every right to be as funny as they want. They can go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's happening. There is a change in this country. People are realizing they have an opportunity to speak out, and advertisers are listening. Radio stations are listening.
You're not talking to who I talk to.
And you're not going to get paid as much money anymore.
Sonia and Patrice,
That's
look
what
at
it
this.
is. The marketplace
More
is
CBS
speaking.
radio firings. They've been on a tear lately.
All right.
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you're reading that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Do you think she's a PC cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real... This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You should be outraged.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
You know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these people
in this country?
Who are the people?
A new sense of entitlement.
Here's my question. How can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Wait a minute. Go ahead. An attempt that isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United States.
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. That you don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them. You've
heard a funny rape joke?
I say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you hit her in the head just the right time.
No, it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, argh! It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the donkey punch.
Which will then...
Why are you laughing? She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it
We have the
is.
same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving Congress?
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during young black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. It's, you know, come on now. You know Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy-headed part, she has nothing to do with it. Just the hoe.
Sonia?
You know what? Women have been abused publicly in the media for too long, and people are tired of it. This has been a beautiful response of just the general public saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent thing to deal with.
Your information, ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone may have said something that you should be upset about. It's a shame. Your constituency, the people you represent aren't all victims in this matter.
Patrice O'Neal, thank you very much. Sonia Osorio, thanks to both of you. Appreciate it. Time for Big Politics. And you
violating.
I get no kick from champagne.
Yeah, this video is amazing. Extremely relevant.
Alcohol doesn't thrill
It's just
me
a
at
lot
all.
worse now because of social media.
So
Twitter
tell me
specifically.
why shouldn't it be true? I get a kick out of brew. There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on a label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like it's on me. Put it on my tab, kid, however you get there. Foot it, cab it, iron horse it. You leave it on your face, forfeit. Across the mic, hold it like the heat, he might toss it. Told her, tell him they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him get off it and a bunch of other more shit. Getting money, DTs be getting no new leads. It's like he eating watermelon, stay spitting new seeds. This the weed, give me some of what he drooping off. Soon as he wake up, choking like it was whooping cough. They grouping soft. First hour at the open bar and they trooping off. He went to go laugh and get some head by the side road. She asked him autograph her derriere red to wide load. This yard bird tastes like fried toad, turd, love villain. Take pride in code words, crooked eye mode, nerd geek with a cold heart. Probably still be speaking in rhymes as an old fart. Study how to eat to die by the pizza guy. No, he's not too fly to skeet in a squeeze a eye, and squeeze a thigh. Maybe give her curves a feel the same way she feel it when he flow with nerves of steel. They call her super when they need their back plumbing fix. Howard's only one left, the pack coming 6. Whatever happened to 2 and 3? A Herb tried to slide with 4 and 5 and got caught. Like what you doing, G? Don't make him have to get cut in like trees.
We don't want to hurt you. If you give a lie detector test to a man and a woman and ask them the same questions, man, we would pass them both up to a point where it's like, hey, ask a woman, you love your man, you love your family, you love your home, you love what you built? Yep. All right. You see Brad Pitt or Denzel Washington or whatever standing there, would you risk everything you built with your man just to sleep with him? And women, look, they'll go, nah, I wouldn't. And they'll pass the test. They'd be like, you know, they look good, but I wouldn't. Ask guys the same thing, you know, boom, love your woman, the kids, the house. Yeah. You see that girl passed out behind the dumpster?
That's so deep.
Would you risk everything for a passed out woman behind a dumpster? I don't want to, but look at her with garbage on. She looks so cute with garbage on. We're like, I'm trying to like make it so women just like understand a little bit of like just to sympathize. It's like we're like sport fishermen. This is what I'm saying. Men like to fish. And sport fishing is different from catching fish for food. You just get it, you catch it, and you show your friends. Because you want them to know that you can catch fish. You take a couple of pictures so you can show people the fish that you have the ability to catch. And then you release it back into the water. But a lot of women in here, you have boyfriends or husbands, you were fish that jump back on the boat and just was like flapping, looking at me like, hi, I was wondering if you're gonna be fishing here again next week, like. Yeah, for other fish. Get off my boat. Is that how you treat all the fish? You'd be like, oh, God damn. Nope, I'm sorry, sweetie. You're the last fish I ever wanted to be with. Now you stuck. You're stuck with the last fish who was loving you and fighting hard to be on your boat. Then she got comfortable, and now instead of doing this, she's like, so we've been together for like a year now. Why do you still have a boat? You'd be like, so what's she trying to say? I can't catch fish no more? Why do you need to catch a fish? Because if I lose my ability to catch fish, then you're not gonna find me sexy no more. So you gotta smell fish on me so that you know I can catch fish so you can act right. What's your name? Dave, what's your name? Hi. Hi, this is Truth. When you call Dave from another room, Dave, immediately, he goes, ugh. What does she want now? Dave, you want to hear what happened to me today? You be like,
I do this all the time. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? It's hilarious seeing the two of you guys together. When your son told me, when he told me he was your son, first of all, he instantly became my friend. And second of all, I was like, what is it like having John Witherspoon as a dad? That has got to be crazy.
But mind you, I only told you because he was asking me, because I go to the clubs all the time, hanging out and whatnot, and just kicking it with friends. And he said, who's at the club nowadays? He's like, JD, he was telling, he's like, JD, who is it that who the bringer there? Who the funny one? Who the one? And I was like, I mean, there's a bunch of them. There's like, Brennan, this, that. And I said, Joe's always there. He's got a bunch of people comes to his show. He's like, Joe Rogan. I'm like, I know Joe. That's my man, Joe.
We worked together when I was at the comedy store.
Yeah,
and he told me to say hi.
Years ago.
Yeah.
So
last time I saw you, I think was Caroline's in New York. We were doing. I was doing like the 8, and you were doing a 10 or something like that.
Oh, no, I would do 2 shows, but it probably was on a Thursday. You probably did.
Something was happening. We were doing it close to each other. It was a long time ago.
A long time
ago. Like maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been in New York in a while. I stopped going to New York for about.
Caroline's is a weird one. Have you done Caroline's?
I haven't done Caroline's.
It's like a touristy place.
All tourists and foreigners.
It feels like you're doing
right in Times Square, right?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like you're doing stand-up in New York. It feels weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It feels like what people want New York to be, but they're from somewhere else. Like a good percentage of them are.
Guatemala.
But it's great.
Looking at you like
it's a great club.
Oh yeah,
but it's just it's different than the Cellar or Dangerfields is my favorite. Joey Diaz was just down there and he said he did Dangerfields like 5-6 nights.
I never did Dangerfields.
Nobody does Dangerfields.
No.
It's half full all the time. It's amazing.
Yeah, that they're still around.
Yeah, they're still around. Somebody's got to be selling coke.
Somebody, yeah. Well, somebody must be on coke all the time. They keep that place like that.
Well, the name alone probably brings people in, but it's an iconic place, man.
Yeah.
But
I like New York. I just haven't been back since Letterman gone. I don't go do his show anymore. I haven't been to Caroline's in about 3 years, 4 years.
But you do a lot of clubs in the road. We were talking about that before.
40-some clubs.
Wow.
40
clubs a year?
My agents come to my house in January, and they tell me all the clubs I got that year. They tell you what date we go over it. We go over every one of them. All right, June 15th, okay, you're going to be in so-and-so. Y'all like the money we're going to get? Yeah, okay, that's good. That's a go. That's a go. So we do 40-something clubs. I said, man, this is too much work. I ain't been 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got to have some time off. What about me? Y'all worry about this money.
But when you have time off, all you do is complain about not being on the road.
I complain about people telling me what to eat, what to drink.
Oh, my goodness.
I like to get me a little taste every now and then. Everybody need a little taste.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody need a little, keep the wolf off your back.
That's right.
So I get me a little taste.
The real problem is that travel, though. That's what
that's too much.
It's the air travel over and over and over again. And then we were freaking out about 837s, and you were explaining to us that mostly they use them in overseas and some Southwest.
And in African countries, they use, and in Asian countries, they use them.
Well, they had like 2 planes that just got lost, right? One from Malaysia and all the other ones.
I think that's all pilot doing all that.
Lex Friedman is a software engineer, and he specializes in AI. He's a professor at MIT, and he was explaining to me basically the software glitch was making it nosedive.
Yeah.
What?
That's not something I would want to hear.
Not when I paid $2,200 to get my seat.
Well, if you're a software engineer, you would have to up the pilot or co-pilot to let them know, like, hey, someone has to. Obviously, they all know what they're doing in the cockpit, but does someone know what to do if the computer's going down? Like,
that's a really good question. Like, do they have any training in how to reboot computers, or is there a bypass or a workaround for the computers?
Yeah.
Lex does artificial intelligence. That's mostly what he does. He works on like cars, autonomous cars, and planes and stuff. And he was talking about as these things get more and more updated, you just have glitches happen. It happens all the time with your phone, right? You get a new bug, and Twitter will just crash on you all the time, and they release an update. But if you're on a fucking plane,
what are you doing? Yeah, and how do you react?
How do you
react?
Practice it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd have to go through a flight simulation hey,
that's scary.
There's a bug in the plane. Here we go.
How do they run over all that software before they put it on a plane?
They had the plane that crashed. Where was the last plane crash? That was where? In Africa?
I don't know.
There was 2 in short succession. One was one Russia?
No, it wasn't Russia. Yeah, no. I think it was in Africa. Anyway, those pilots are trained to the end. To the hilt. They train those pilots, but they don't know themselves. Some of the guys who's training the people what the heck's going on. It was a pilot that was off work. That was on the plane just before this plane crashed. Same plane. They had trouble before, and he came out of his seat and went up to the cockpit and saved the plane.
Jesus
he
Christ.
knew what to do.
Yeah.
He the only one knew what to do on the plane.
Can you imagine being in that fucking plane, watching that guy, looking down the aisle, watching that guy walk into the
what are you doing?
Cockpit,
you don't see no one. They protect that. They put the food cart in front of the.
Yeah.
Is that food cart stopping anybody?
No, but they got a bolt on the door.
Yeah.
All those doors.
Yeah,
to the cockpit.
But the pilot is in the bathroom taking a boo boo.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Don't they? They don't have their own pilot's bathroom.
No, they don't have. No,
they can't fit it. Can't fit it on the plane.
They blocked the area.
Yeah, they put that food cart there. See, I've seen that many times.
That's a weird move. Like, don't you have like a dedicated thing for it? Why is the food cart the thing you? Don't you have like a? Should have a gate.
Someone will leap that.
Right. They should have another door, just like they got on the cockpit.
Yeah, they should have like they do one of those metal gates in front of
store.
glass windows. Yeah, have one of those. Click, clamp it down.
Well, they knew that didn't work because they had the riot in '66 and they tore all them down.
Oh, the gates on the doors.
Yeah, I remember that. I was watching them guys. It's something they did to the lock. That fucker flew open.
Yeah, what could you do to stop someone from bum rushing the cockpit? Like, those flight attendants are not going to stop it.
No, hell no.
Well, they should probably prepare planes with a flight attendant who has training like that in the future, like a female or a male who's just.
That's too much trouble. That's too much
up.
money. Too much money.
Too much money to
do it. They're not going to do that.
That's airplane security.
The pilot is locked in the bathroom. The other pilot and the stewardess is locked in the booth where they fly the plane. So you ain't getting in there anyway.
I guess, yeah.
Unless when the pilot come out the bathroom.
I wonder
then he's not, when he open the door, But they got the other guy, Stewart has got to come out. He got to go in. It's too complicated now. Then the people that's sitting down going to know what's happening. They ain't going to jump up. I know somebody better not try to.
That's chaos on a plane if you start seeing all that you're talking about.
Well, what, don't you think turbulence is chaos?
I was on a plane once and two dudes almost got into a fight. The lady stopped serving them. One guy was putting his luggage in a spot above another dude's head, and the guy said, "That's for my stuff." And he said, "No, whoever gets there first."
Let me reset the stream real quick.